Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another World of Tanks video, and today is going to be very different than a lot of my normal uploads. Today we are taking a look at some of the loot drops, and I have gone ahead and purchased 80 of the Christmas loot boxes. Here we can see that the new animations that Wargaming has implemented. And of course, this event is really the highlight of the year, and they've done an exceptional job once again, at least in making this all look beautiful. So we're going to open some of these up and see what we get. There are 4 new tanks in the game, and then 1 returning tank, the G-Sword 1010. And so I'm actually not sure. I'm a little undecided on exactly what I want, although I think my biggest goal is, my 2 goals are, I would like the Tiger Mouse. I think that one looks quite interesting, especially for a tier 9 premium, and I would like to not get the G-Sword 1010 if at all possible, although we will see how my luck goes. And so without further ado, let us begin. Opening the first box, if you see gold, it means you're getting just a regular reward, and if you see blue, then you're going to get either a style or a tier 8 premium. In this one, we managed to get a Vickers 6T tier 2 tank. Nothing very notable right there, and so we're going to hope for blue. Unfortunately, it's yellow, and so in really all of these, we're going to hope for blue. We do get 500 gold. That's an extra 250 in each one of these crates. You get 250 gold base, and then you get an additional bonus of some sort or type. 250 gold and 1 premium day is one of the probably the worst outcome. I suppose you could say that 100,000 credits is even worse. 750 gold, that's 250 base plus an extra 500, so that's not a terrible result. And we're gonna still continue moving onward, hoping for gold. I only have 80 of these boxes at the moment, so I am a little pressed. I would love, hey, take a look, we get the tier 3, and that means if we get some of these lower tier tanks later, we will get a gold compensation mechanic. As I was saying, I would love to get a blue crate in at least the first. Oh, we get one of the special rewards. We get the cat, and I don't know very much about the cat. I believe he helps get you some styles if you spend some of the resources from this from the winter game mode to you, so not really a priority, but if you want a free style, then he is good for that. We take a look. I believe that's Vinnie Jones. I'm not very keyed into the British actors and that much, but still nice to have. It's an additional award. I don't believe it takes up a slot out of our normal stuff. We'll take a look at the cat's assignments. What does he want us to do? Well, if we spend 100 of this resource, we can actually get, looks like an action, and we will get some sort of style. Don't really care about that at the moment. So we'll go back to our boxes, and as I was saying, I need to get, or I'd very much like to get a tier 8 or 9 premium tank in the first 30 boxes, because that guarantees, with Wargaming's guaranteed mechanic, that I would get something. So if you're not aware, if you go 49 boxes and you get nothing, and that'd be very unfortunate if you did, then you have what is a guaranteed chance on the 50th box to get a tier 8 or 9 premium. And so if I get one in the first 30 boxes, then that guarantees that I'll get a second one at least, and 2 tier 8 or tier 9 premiums for about $100 is not terrible value. And in addition, and really the backbone of this whole thing, we're just collecting 250 gold in each one of these boxes, and that is definitely sweet. Unfortunately, we've got a nothing but gold, no styles, no big rewards, no 7 days of premium, no 1,000 gold. So, oh, blue, here we go. Let it be a tank. It is a tank. It's a tier 8 or tier 9. Please, let it be big. Tiger Mouse. It looks chunky. It sounds chunky. We'll see. Please not the G-Sword 1010. I'll take it. And we get... Oh, and... Oh, no. The only tank I wasn't excited about. Okay, well... The G-Sword 1010 has an accurate gun. It's supposed to feel nice, but unfortunately it's damaged per minute, and its armor is terrible. So, probably the weakest, the filler in this box. But there is a silver lining, and that is that when we're now guaranteed a second tier 8 or tier 9 tank. So I wasn't super excited about that one, but it was cool to knock that one out at least, and to get something. So not what we wanted, and that is perhaps the problem with this game mode. Is here we get a style. The problem with the game mode, you could argue, is that it's very hard to get exactly what you want, but this is the best gold value you'll get in World of Tanks throughout the entire year, with the caveat, and this is important, you do need to spend a significant amount of money. If you're just spending $5 or $10, then the gold value is actually not that exceptional. But if you're spending 100 plus, then you're actually going to get very good value. We're now finished with, is this the Christmas boxes? We're finished with Christmas. Now we're going, or maybe that's New Year's. That was New Year's. Now we're going to Christmas boxes, and we'll see how this goes. So yes, if you're going to spend a significant amount of money, and we get the Chaffee hot dog, then you're actually going to get great value. If you're buying 75 boxes or more, I'd say the value is very, very good. If you're getting only if you're getting fewer than 75, then the gold value is just not as exceptional, and you really are sort of gambling and hoping to get a decent amount out of the crates outside of just the standard profits. Right here, because I've got the 80, I'm getting pretty good value. I think I get a 33% discount on the general price of these things, so they cost about $1.30 per box. And because I'm getting 250 gold, your goal, your baseline should be, can I get, for every dollar I spend, about $250 worth of gold value? And we're spending $1, about $1.33, and we're getting, it's going to be 250 gold every time, so that's most of the value that we want in the first place. Then we get whatever this additional thing is, which is very nice. And I think what's perhaps understated is these event resources are going to allow you to level up your garage, your winter atmosphere, that much more quickly, and that will allow you to rake in credits at a much more rapid pace. And of course, free-to-play players will have a chance to progress their winter village as well as they go along, but it is not the same. Oh, and we get the ARMT. That one looked, I think, really funky. It's not the same because they aren't going to get the significant serious bonuses at the start of the event. They'll have to grind and log in multiple days. Versus if you are going through and buying these immediately on day one, then you'll have those bonuses right away. And so, while, for example, get 100,000 credits here, what's probably going to be much more beneficial long term is going to be getting those that 50% credit boost up and running as quickly as possible, because that will have a huge impact going forward. And as I begin playing some of these tier 8, tier 9 tanks, because we're guaranteed to get at least one more, as we go along through this, then I'm going to be able to rake in credits. I'm going to pop credit boosters, hopefully clan boosters, or the 50% boost popping up from the Christmas event, and it's going to be phenomenal. Now, if we were to get a tier 8 or tier 9 tank in the near future, then that would allow me to get another tier 8 or 9, a third tier 8 or 9 guaranteed. Unfortunately, this is our 40th box, which means after we open this one up, oh, and we've gotten that tank already, so we get 1,000 gold instead. So we convert the tier 4 and already received it, so we get 1,000 gold. And that's why buying a lot of these boxes is also critical, as you just get so much more gold as you go along. Now we have 25 boxes until we drop another tank. That is a little unfortunate because that means that we are not guaranteed to get a third tank, even if we do open this one up. Hopefully our lunar boxes are a good deal better than our New Year's boxes, and we start off on a bit of a sad note. It's definitely best if you can get your tanks in streaks in this game mode. If you're able to get multiple, oh, with a gold conversion, thank you very much. That's an extra 500 gold, not a bad result. So that was 750 gold for, and Christmas, this Christmas or winter atmosphere tokens for just about $1.33, so that's incredible value. As I was saying, if you get these things in streaks, then that allows you really to capitalize on, oh, 1,500 gold for that. Very nice. It allows you to capitalize on what you want. And so it allows you to capitalize on that 50 person that 50 box opening guarantee. So if you get unlucky for long stretches of time, that's unfortunate. But being able to get 2 of them is, or getting 2 or 3 of them back to back to back in a short 10 thing span allows you to knock out things much more cheaply if you get lucky. And of course, there's no real skill to this whatsoever. It's all about hoping and praying that you get lucky enough with your box opens. We aren't getting very lucky with our tier 8 opens, but we do have a guaranteed coming up in about 15 boxes, and we're getting a very sizable amount of gold right away. And so we will progress onwards. Opening more boxes. We haven't had any styles. That is actually really unfortunate. This is still yellow, so we haven't gotten a single style. I know I was watching Quickie Baby's opening video at the start of the day while I was at work, and he got all the styles. It felt like in the first 20 or 30 boxes. It was insane. I think this is definitely unlucky in terms of the styles, but it's a little more of what you could expect. Is some people might say, I think I'm going to get the styles back to back to back. Maybe I'll be like Quickie Baby. And we've gone through this entire event and we haven't gotten a single style throughout this entire thing. And that's much more realistic overall. Look at this. We have gone through almost 60 boxes. We've gone through 52 boxes, I believe, and we haven't gotten a single tier, any tier 9, tier 10 style whatsoever. Alright. Still more yellow, unfortunately, and this is continuing. Not a single style. I'm, I guess, in the weird but perhaps fortunate position. I'm not a big awesome. I don't love the styles. Oh, we have blue. Maybe this is a style. It is a style. This is going to be our first style. It took a long time. It's going to be the Minotauro. Very interesting. This is not a tank that I own quite yet, but it's something that I'm hoping to progress towards very soon. I've got the tier 9 tank. Actually, I haven't played a game in it, I believe, yet, but that should be coming soon. And we get the 3D style for the Minotauro. That's very cool. Thank you very much. And with 4 more box openings until we get our tier 8 tank guaranteed, or 9, we will continue onward. Alright, 3 more openings. Is this going to be blue? It's not. Oh, it is? This looks like a style. Oh, it's a tank. It's a tank. Not the Russian, please. Not excited about the Russian. That doesn't look big enough for the Tiger Mouse, unfortunately. Really would like the Tiger Mouse. What are we going to get? Oh, it's the Tiger Mouse. Oh, yes. Thank you. I was totally wrong. That's the Tiger Mouse right there. Oh, baby. Very, very nice. We got it just before getting that that 50th box, and we would have gotten one guaranteed, but that is the tank that I wanted. I think after this thing, there's a few, you could say, interesting tanks up, but none of them seem exceptional. And so the Tiger Mouse, I think, was the one that seemed maybe the strongest, at least compared tier for tier. And so that is sweet. I don't have many tier 9 premiums. None of them have been very interesting. And so I think the Tiger Mouse is the first one that I took a look at and said, you know, that might be worth something. That might be decent. That might be good. A lot of the other tier 9 tanks have just been really abysmal, and I like that Wargaming has not made tier 9 just a wasteland like tier 8 is. Also very nice, 1,000 gold. But I think the Tiger Mouse is starting to push. Oh, blue. And it's a tank. It's another tank. It's a third tank. Oh, we've gotten so lucky. We've gotten so fortunate. Maybe the Japanese tank would be really cool. I'm interested by the aiming mechanic, although it's got low DPM. Oh, this is good. Yes. Oh, we've got the American Tank Destroyer. That one is interesting. All right, very cool. I'm not sure if this one will be good at all, but my interest was piqued because this is, I think, the only tier, the only tank in all of the released tanks that has any damage per minute whatsoever. This has the highest damage per minute, I believe, out of all 5 tanks, and it's the tier 8. It's got about 2,600 or so base, and so we did end up getting very fortunate there. Hot dog. All right, so 3 out of the 5 tanks. The G-Sword was one of them, which was not my favorite, but the fact that we got 3, I think we can count ourselves very, very lucky here. If I had, outside of the Tier 8 and Tier 9 Premium that are remaining, if I had one choice, I'd say I'd like to get this style. Oh, blue again. It's going to be... It's another tank. No way. We got 4. We got 4. This is crazy. I'd say streamer, YouTuber luck, but I'm too small to matter to wargaming. Oh, and it's the Russian. Okay. All right. You know, I was not super excited about this tank, the Object 752, but the fact that we've got 4 of them in these boxes is just incredible. That's really, really good. All right. We're going to upload this on YouTube, and we are going to have some fun. All right, we've got video proof. I better be recording. Oh, man. All right, well, as I was saying, outside of the Tier 8, Tier 9 tanks, my, I guess, one bucket list is I love the STRV 103B. I'd like to get the style for that thing. That's the one tank I actually would drop gold, I think, for the style on, and I don't have it yet. I bought boxes last year, but wasn't fortunate enough to obtain them. With that said, though, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. This kind of thrill is half of what you pay your money for, and I can't believe how fortunate we got. We got basically no styles, but I could not care. I don't care what my tank looks like, but I love being able to try the different tanks all around. And so with 2 boxes remaining, we'll open up our second to last one. It's gonna be another gold and 3 days of premium, and this is our last chance. So if we don't get it here, it's all she wrote. It's yellow, so we'll get a normal result. But what a phenomenal box opening. I cannot believe how lucky we were. And I should preface and say, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not what you should expect. I got extremely lucky. If we take a look, I get about, if you average these, about 4,000 of each of the Christmas resources. I got 16,000 overall, and we end up with almost 5 million credits, 4.8 million credits, 30,500 gold. And let's just clarify something very quickly. If you were to buy this amount of gold on your own during a normal period of the year, this would cost you about I'd say about $110, and maybe yep, I think $110, $120 to get 30,500 gold, and we got this for just $107. That was what 80 boxes cost me, and so for $107 we get 30,500 gold. So that's more than I would have expected for my money, and then we get all this stuff on top of it. These resources is going to help me get me credits so much more quickly. 5 million credits is nothing to scoff at. We've got 60 days of premium, so that's about 1/6 of the year. With the Redshire Cat, doesn't really matter. We do get the decorations. We get 1 3D style, and then we get 4 of the Tier 8 and Tier 9 premiums, which is fantastic. And we got a lot of the other vehicles. I think we got all of the low tier vehicles, and then we got 7 more vehicles compensated in gold, which is reflected in our gold down here. And so with 80 boxes, we have gotten all of the tanks, barring the new Japanese heavy tank, and we only need 42 more boxes to get a guaranteed, if we ever were to pursue that. And oh man, I'm excited. Well, that brings me to, I think, my last couple points, and that is to say, first off, when you go into this event, I really only think it's worth it if you're going to buy at least 50 boxes. And the reason that I say that is because if you're trying to buy less than 50 boxes, then you are not guaranteed Tier 8 or Tier 9 premium, and you're not getting a good discount, so it's probably not going to be worth the gold. If you're going to go into this event and you don't want to be disappointed, if you want to be guaranteed that you get something you'll be interested in, that you need to spend at least enough money to get 50 boxes. If you buy 40, if you buy 49, you're not guaranteed to get what you want, and you can be sorely disappointed by what happens. So I don't want that to happen to any of you, and so my huge cautionary tale is, if if you are thinking about doing this event, then only do it if you're just satisfied with the base gold amount you're going to get per box, or if you buy 50 or more. That's just my baseline. This is in a sense gambling. If you're trying to go in for an individual tank, you are not guaranteed to get it, and so like be warned. And there is filler. I will probably have a review, I guess, coming for the G-Score 1010, so I don't have an official opinion on it yet, but most people are not thrilled by this thing, and so there is filler there, at least on the surface of it. This new tier 9, the Object 752, if I can find it, there it is probably not going to be an outstanding tank. It'll be a little quirky, it'll be a little odd, but there's just not a lot to write home about, at least yet. And having not played it, I can't speak too much to it. If you're like me and you really wanted the Tiger Mouse, you only have a 1 in 5 chance even if you buy 50 boxes, and so that is, you're definitely putting yourself at risk. So only go into this event if you're going to be satisfied with the gold value you get, because if you buy 80 boxes like myself, you're pretty much guaranteed to have a ton of gold. We are almost completely out of gold coming into this video. We're now up to 33,000, and that should last me hopefully the year. And that was my baseline. That's what I wanted out of this, and then I wanted hopefully a tank, which we ended up with 4 of, and that was very lucky. Second point, and this is perhaps the most exciting for you guys, is I am holding a giveaway. This is just a small one. This is a subscriber giveaway. It's not the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so you don't that is an additional thing that we'll do later, but my announcement now is, if you are a subscriber and if you comment, I'm going to pick one person, 1 or 2 people, depending how just excited I am, and I'm going to be giving you, I believe it's 3 Christmas boxes, and that'll be just sent to your personal account. So if you want to be eligible, be subscribed. Make sure that I can see that you're subscribed, and with that being said, you have to comment. So if you're subscribed and I can see it, and you've commented on this video, then you are eligible to have a Christmas loot box, and I am planning to decide the winners and choose them by the release of, I believe it's going to be my next video, and I'll post the winners there, and I will get in contact with you, and we will settle it that way, and that will likely be coming out sometime early next week. With that said, thank you so much for watching. This was really a blast for me. We got very lucky, and I got the tank that I was excited about. Plus, we got these 33,000 pieces of gold, and I'm going to be able to upgrade my village and progress swiftly along with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and a great weekend, and lad out.